Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good night, depending where are you now. Hello, Art Snake. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. I'm just here warming up, just playing a little bit for this new live streaming, yes. Just getting used to my new Telecaster. It's been a few months. I bought this brand new 70th anniversary broadcaster. Yeah, actually it's a broadcaster, as you can read here in this neck, in this headstock. It's a beautiful, amazing. I test a few Telecasters, almost 6 or 7 Telecasters before I buy this. I bought this, and well, everything, you know, between quality, range, and price, you know. So this was an amazing, to me, was like, because I was between a Vintera Mexican, yeah, then a standard Telecaster, which I don't know the technical name today, new series, whatever, which is a standard, you know. And then this one, and then I test 2 or 3 more custom shops, which are beautiful too, you know. But this is like, it feels like a custom shop, but it's not relic, yes. So the price, it's more, it's better, you know, at least for me. But the touch, the feel is really good. It's kind of a, of course, it's a 70th anniversary, so it's like the 50s vibe, yeah, early 50s vibe, Fender, and it's a vintage ratio, so it's 7¼ inches, yeah, the ratio here. I don't know if you know about the ratio sizes. This is great. I was looking for something like really vintage. It feels great. It's a U thick fretboard neck, yeah. And when I just, as I told you, I test a few of them, and this was great, so I decided to buy this. And last week I took it, well, I bought it a few months ago, but last week I took it to my luthier, Laurier Gagnon, here in Montreal, which is my luthier. I just changed the strings. I put 1152, which is the gauge I like. Just a little light, really light adjustment, and it's beautiful, you know. Of course, it's my first 7¼ ratio I play. It's the first guitar I play like that. Not the first one, but my own, yes, guitar. It feels like it's tough, you know, because the curve is it's really, it's not the 9½ or the 12 like Gibson's, you know. If I teach slide, no, I don't teach slide. I play a little bit slide, but I'm not. I'm just. It's a different stuff. I mean, we use open tunings if you want, or not. You can use standard tunings. You can use open G, open D. But I consider myself a finger player, you know. I use my fingers. Sometimes I take my slide, but my guitars are not set up for slide, so I just do it for fun. And well, yes, but I don't teach it. No. My suggestion is just sit down, start playing the pentatonics boxes with the slide, and that's it, you know. And then you can start diving into open tunings. Yeah, Ronnie Earl, yes sir, that's my #1 album, as I told you in my Telegram channel. Remember, well, I put this, which is the topic today. And today I will talk about a little bit. I have my whiteboard here, and I will try to show you as better as possible, because this is a live streaming. So, but I will try to show you, because you asked me many times about the diminished arpeggio into a blues context. Yes, so I will try to give you some tips today, and to give you some patterns, easy things to play, in order to start diving in this diminished sound. Yeah, which is, I don't know, it's easy, you know. So my Telecaster is great. It feels great with the new strings and this really light setup, and I'm happy. Yeah, it's a really nice. It's hand wire pickups, so I like, because the neck pickup is really warm. Yeah. And then if you use the bridge, it's really bridge, you know, really. Yeah. You can chicken picking. No, what's the name? Yeah, chicken picking. You know, like. Of course, my amplifier is in 1.5, so to get a better tone of these things, you need to just put it louder, but I can't, you know. It's if I put it louder, you are not going to hear me, so I need to just put the volumes as better as possible. Ronnie Earl, yes, as you say, Art Snake. That's one of my favorite albums. You know, I learned a lot because it's an instrumental, you know, instrumental album live. So, and Ronnie plays original tunes, and he plays classic, yeah, Freddie King stuff, and so you can learn a lot, you know. In one song you have a lot of vocabulary to learn, so I think it's my #1. I can say, well, #1, you know. I don't know, I need to make my top 10 albums, but the top 10 is not better than 10. They are all in the same level, you know. So my blues guitar book, wow, yes, it's like I started working more than a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago with that, and then of course with work and things to do, you know, you just put it in pause. I need to retake that and finish it, you know. It's there. I work a lot over that file, which is a Word file at the moment, and as soon I I get more free time, which I don't think is really tough to get to have some free time now. But I will finish it one day, and I will put it here online. Yes, thanks, Pat. Yeah, Pat P. 11s, yes, I use 11s in my guitars. I use 11, yes, 11 in this one. In my Strat I use 10s. I put 10s. I use 11 in my Tele. I use 11 in my 335. I use 12 in my Melody Maker. What else? Melody Maker, 335, Strat, Tele, and I have this second Chinese cheap guitar, which is great. Yeah, I used to play live with that guitar, and it's amazing. It's beautiful, and I put 11s too. Yes, so I'm most 1152 because I like that. You know, to feel that when you play the shuffle, yeah. So to get that almost bass sound, you know. Also, to my fingers, I feel the 11 strings more stable. Yes, when I play chords, it's really stable, you know, because they are harder to play. So, like when I play chord, for example, you know, it's the feeling. It's a really stable feeling, you know. To me, I don't know how to explain better this. If you never play 11s, just try, buy a pack, put a pack in one of your guitars, or if you have only one guitar, just put it and play 11s a few months, and believe me, you will get used to that 11s, and then it's really hard to change again to 10s or 9th, yeah, or if you play 9th, play 11s, you know. But it's not about, wow, I am playing you know, a really thick gauge. It's like, how do you feel? You know, try 12 too, you know. Try 12, gauge 12, and see what you feel, you know. It's like that. Good morning, Miles. How do you decide which guitar? You mean, yeah, for stability, as you say, Art Snake. It's a stability, you know, that feeling of everything is super stable, you know. Which guitar? You mean which gauge for each guitar? I don't know if is that your question. Good morning. Yes. Ah, yes. Yes, which guitar? I don't know, maybe because my Telecaster is my brand new guitar. I'm using this. Usually, sometimes I just take it, I use one for a few weeks, and the other ones, I just put it apart and don't just to, you know, when I take, it's like take a new guitar, you know, a new feeling of fretboard and that stuff. It feels good, you know. Yes, I understand. Yes. From before my streaming, yes, I think that it's like that, you know. I'm playing more with my Telecaster now because it's my new guitar. But sometimes, depending what I am going to teach, or what I am going to say in my videos, you know. Sometimes I like very much my Melody Maker with the flat 12 gauge of strings, you know. It's It's a really jazzy feel, but it sounds like, I don't know, with one pickup in the bridge, it sounds super, you know, with attack and super edgy, yeah. And it's a really interesting sound. And sometimes if I want to play jazzy, bluesy, I take that. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. I'm using more the tele because it's my brand new. Um, is there any way to write new blues shuffles and songs like that you play a minute ago? How to have variation in shuffles? New. What you mean about new? Way to write new music, new blues. When I start, for example, today when I start playing, you know, like this, I'm just putting together all. I put together. I start playing, improvising. You know, it's like not new. You know, it's a baggage of things I learned during the last 30 years. You know, so it's not new, but you know, I don't think about it. You know, after you practice and you practice and you play and you play, you get that ability to start playing, improvising, yes. And so you put together and you don't think. It's like to speak, you know. It's like that. I don't know if I answer your question. I listen to it. Yes, I know, Miles. Uh, by accident. Well, yes, it's a different feeling, you know. Yes, it's really tough to play bendings because, well, it's a different style of strings, yeah. What you can buy if you want something, because jazz strings are really, really mellow, yeah, because it's chrome, the metal used, the companies used to build that strings. So it's really mellow and they are thick, yes, because jazz players, they don't bend, they don't play bendings, you know, as we play in blues, yeah. So I use the standard nickel plate strings that always, it's been 30 years I played a Dario. I try different brands and I always come back to the Dario because to me they feel great, you know. But also when I went to my luthier to pick up these, he has a lot of beautiful guitars. I was playing there, and I spent like more than an hour, you know, just talking about guitars and playing his guitars. He has a beautiful, cool 61 Strat original. He has a 65, I believe was that. Then he built some custom things, beautiful things, and I play. He has a Gibson Les Paul R8, which is a reissue of the 58. Well, as I told you, you know, I spent more than an hour just playing that guitars, and he used in his guitar, he put 11s too, but he used nickel, you know. It's like pure nickel, and it's just in the three top, in the three bass strings, let's say, and they sound super mellow. So it's a mix. You can play bendings, you can bend strings, but the sound, the tone, it's more sweet, more, I don't want to say jazzy, but it's more round, yeah. So I think I will. That's my next pack of strings to test in one of my guitars, yeah, especially in the Gibsons, yeah. So that's it. We are if you have questions, just put it there in the chat and I try to answer as better as possible. And as I told you today, remember you can follow me in my Telegram channel. Yes, it's free. If you have Telegram in your cell phone, you put blues guitar lessons and the cherry red 335, it's me. We can chat, we can share information, you can ask me questions there. I share files, videos, commentaries, ideas, suggestions. And the cool thing about this is we can chat, yes. So in the description of this video you can find the link to my channel, Telegram channel, or you just type blues guitar lessons in Telegram and that's me. Yeah, the red 335 is my Gibson. Just super cool things, and as I told you, the best part is we can chat. Yes. And of course, remember you can take lessons with me here in my studio in Montreal, Canada, or online. I use Zoom. It's great. You know, I started giving lessons in 2012, way before this COVID situation, and I started giving lessons, and I started at that time. It was really not really tough, but was more difficult than now because the speed of internet was different, and we had at that time only Skype, and you couldn't share files or the screen, you know. So now Zoom is pretty flexible, and so if you want to take lessons with me, send me a message, send me an email, visit my website bluesguitarlessons.ca. We need to just set up day and time. Yes. Yes, blues is 145, but you play them like... yes, now I understand. I used to play 145, but the thing is, depending the style of blues I am playing, I probably stay in one pentatonic, or I will switch. I will switch. I will follow the chord changes. Yeah. And I will talk a little bit about that. That's a topic today, yes. So if my blues is in the key of A, you can... For A, you play pentatonic in the key of A, minor pentatonic or minor major, hybrid scale, as I used to call it. You can find videos about that, how to connect and how to overlap minor, major, pentatonic scale. And I call that, when I overlap minor, major, I call it hybrid scale, yes? So you can find a lot of videos about that in my YouTube channel. So I play minor or blues. Blues scale, yes. For A, for D, and for E. The 1-4-5, yes. So I keep my box A. Yeah, I don't want to say box 1 because I can play any of the 5 boxes in the key of A. So I use one scale. Yeah, the 5 boxes of that scale. Remember, it's one scale. We cut in portions that scale in 5 boxes, but it's one scale. So I can do... for the 3 chord, over the 3 chords, right? When D comes, the 7th or the 9th, I stay in A, yes? Or what I can do is, as you say, casra in Spanish, I don't know. I play one minor major pentatonic scale over each one of the 3 chords. So over A, I play A minor, minor major, hybrid. D comes, I play D minor major. You see, it matched perfect, you know. Back to A. When I go to E, I play now E minor major. I play D. Back to A. Yeah, so and then the turn around. Yes, so that's why it feels like I play more, let's say, more chords, but I'm just following the 3, 1, 4, 5. Yeah. Yes, Mixolydian. Well, yes, thanks, Katra. Mixolydian to me, it's if you overlap minor major pentatonic scale, you are playing Mixolydian. Yeah, just it's Mixolydian with the minor major third, you know, but technically are the same notes. So I don't think in Mixolydian. I just think in Mixolydian if I want to play more modal. I mean, if I don't want to get that bluesy sound more, let's say jazzy, I don't know what's the word, you know, the label to put there. So over A7th, if I play straight Mixolydian mode, it sounds more modal, you know, it's less bluesy, you know. But I'm playing exactly the same notes as minor major pentatonic scale. The difference is approach, yeah, how you play that notes, yeah. Secondary dominants. I don't use secondary dominants in blues. I don't use, no, I don't use secondary note in blues, no. In jazz, yes, you have more options to play. Even if I'm not a jazz player, but I know jazz, I studied jazz just to have more options when I play blues, yeah? Because I like Robin Ford, Matt Scofield, and all that guys, you know, Josh Smith. So you need to learn jazz in order to play that things, you know. Leo. Hola, Leo, ¿cómo estás? Yes, what you can do is play 2-5-1s, for example, yeah, in blues. Or 6-2-5-1s, you know, like B.B. King, you know. A 6-2-5-1 would be something like... So that's BB used to play a few songs 6-2-5-1, or you can play 2-5-1s. Even if it's a straight 1-4-5, you can play that second degree minor, which is if you are playing in A, you play the B minor, and it sounds great, you know. But be always. The most important thing when we do this, I mean, music, it's the harmony, yes? So be aware of harmony. Try to, if you play more chords, try to play over that chord sequence. Chords are the most important thing, you know, is the base, in the pyramid, you know? Chords, theory, you know, chord scales, you know, then scales, because if you don't follow or if you don't understand the harmony, you just, a scale without harmony is nothing, you know. So that's my perception. Well, I think so. About thanks for your questions. I build these live streamings when I answer your questions. It's fun, you know, to have this feedback and to just answer your questions, yeah. About Diminished, because a few of you, well, in my videos, usually the commentary, it's like the comments, you asked me about Diminished. And it's cool, you know, it's a nice sound, a nice thing you can play when you play blues, yeah, standard 1-4-5, yeah. You can add that diminished approach or that diminished sound over the dominant chords or through the chords, yeah, when you go from 1 to the first or to the fourth degree, for example, yes. So how I play diminished, so the over A dominant, yeah, A seventh, you play penta, and now look this, listen to this. You know that short phrase that sounds with tension, you know, that's diminished sound. And what I'm doing, I am playing diminished arpeggio, A diminished arpeggio over A dominant. And why I do that? Well, because when we play diminished arpeggio, we are playing, essentially we are using the same notes of the minor major pentatonic scale. The difference again is the approach, how you use that, yes, how you play that notes. So when I play diminished, this is the sound over 7. And why not, you know? And as I learned this from Robin 4, and when I watched that video, I said, oh wow, he's right, you know. That's why he's Robin 4, you know. When you play diminished, A diminished over A seventh, you are playing the root, the 6 of A, the root, the minor third, the blue note, and that's it. And the 6 again I play. So 6, blue note, minor third, root, and the 6 again. So as you can hear, and if you just know the shapes, you know, the arpeggios and the scales, we always use the 6, the minor third, and the blue note and the root in a blues, you know, like this. That's the 6. That's the minor third. That's the blue note. Yeah. So the difference is the order, yeah, and the approach. So I will try to show you here. I don't know if it's possible. This I have a whiteboard here. I hope you can see. You know, I hope you can. Yes, my tripod here. Okay, so look at this. If I write, I will try to do. Yes, I have my fretboard here. I don't know if you can see it well. Sorry, it's the first time I do this. Yeah. If you have the fretboard, and I will write here the minor pentatonic scale, let's say in the key of A, yes? I don't care the fret, I don't care the key. Yeah, let's say it's the 5th fret, this one. So you can, it's A, this is my root, it's A, right? I write here, box number 1 of A. Sorry. With the light, I can't see very well. Yes, box number 1 of A. Let me check here. Yes, box number 1 of 8, of A, sorry. So, if I play the 6 with the root, which is here, the minor third, which is part of your minor pentatonic scale, the blue note, which is part of your minor pentatonic scale, and I finish here with the sixth, which is, it's not part of your minor pentatonic scale, it's the only note which is, but it's part of your major pentatonic scale, yes? So as you can see, we have this design here, yeah? As you can see, that's your diminished arpeggio, yeah? Only four notes, three notes, one, two, three, four, sorry. The sixth, the root, the minor third of A, and the blue note, the fifth flat or the fourth sharp, yeah? So that's it, you know. The problem here, or the difficult thing to do is, this is not difficult to play, right? Just four notes. You can play if you want the chromatics in between, yeah? Just to play more notes. As a bridge, don't stop in that notes. Well, you can stop in this one because it's part of the minor pentatonic scale, but you know, you can play the chromatic notes in between, pa, 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 yeah? The thing is, play the idea and come back to pentatonics, to blues feel, yes? That's the trick here. It's not to play it's not to play the diminished, it's just to come back to the minor pentatonic scale, yes? Jura, hello Martin, could you briefly demonstrate what theory I need to know if I want to buy online video lessons from you? Yes, Jura, you need to, well, wait, I will change here my camera again. Yes, that's me here again, yes. So, you don't need, if you know the pentatonic scale, it's a big step, you know. I give lessons for totally beginners, and I give lessons for people that already play, and they want to just understand better the fretboard, or play a little more sophisticated, you know, with just playing these things, you know, diminished or melodic minor scale into blues, yeah, always in blues, yeah. If you play the pentatonic scales, the 5 boxes, or at least box 1, you know, and if you have a little vocabulary, it's a little bit, it's like, it's a really starting point, you know. I can teach you everything, you know. I have a lot, as I told you in the beginning of these videos, live streaming, I start giving online lessons in 2012. So I have folders and folders of information, PDF, videos, and I will teach you the most important thing to learn to play music is to listen to music. Yeah, if you listen to music, everything is gonna be all right. Yeah. So that's it, Jura. If you're interested, just send me an email, or just visit bluesguitarlessons.ca. As you can see here, I think it's here, bluesguitarlessons.ca, and we can discuss some details, yeah. About diminished again. So I will play. I have my loop pedal here, so I will play a shuffle in the key of A, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Simple stuff. 4th, 1, 5, 4, 1. Yes, so I play blues. you listen to that? You know, I played the diminished. Again. And penta. 5, 4, 1. Blues. Diminished. 5. Penta. Diminished. Penta. 4, 1. Diminished. Penta. So, as you can hear, I'm just playing only this shape I showed you a few minutes ago, 1, 2, 3 minutes ago, and I play blues, I play blues, I play blues, and sometimes I decide to play. It's not outside, you know, you are not playing outside, because you are playing notes, standard notes of your blues, you know, the six, the major six, the minor third, and the blue note, yeah, with the root. So it's not outside, but that order of notes sounds with tension, yeah. So I add that spicy, you know, thing if you want to do it, yeah. Again, that's my diminished. Of course, I can play the 5 shapes. I'm just playing one micro arpeggio, you know, just a few notes of it. So I just can't, I don't need to learn, because the whole, that's the complete shape 1. You can do that, you know, you can play the complete shape, but it's fun and it's easier just to play 4 notes, you know, and here. Yes, so that's it, you know. Then you can use, I'm using diminished arpeggio, A diminished arpeggio over A7. Yeah, so when you hear A7, you can use it, you know. Then of course you can use D diminished arpeggio over D7, and you can use E diminished arpeggio over E, yeah, the 3 degrees of the blues sequence. Or you can use diminished arpeggio to play through the changes, I mean between the chords. Use the diminished arpeggio as a bridge from A7th to D7th. And for that, for example, you need to play that bridge. If you want to play that bridge, you need to play A sharp diminished arpeggio, yes, in order to reach the D7th chord. So we have A7th, and I will do this, so you can screenshot later. Anyways, I have a few, I think 1 or 2 lessons in my YouTube about diminished, so you can download the shapes there, yeah, the PDF, you know. This guy is the Penta King. Yes, thank you, Miles, and see you soon. So give me just 2 seconds. I will show you where I am here. I will show you again the whiteboard here. Yes, here. Okay. So look this. We can use the diminished arpeggio just to play over each one of the 3 dominant chords, or for example in the sequence, right? A7th to D7th, Yes, so here, this is the bridge, yeah, and we are going to play A sharp diminished arpeggio. Yes, a few notes, and it sounds like this. This is the best part, how it sounds. Look. A. You know, I played that in A before D. Again, blues. Again, blues. First bar. Yeah, I'm playing this in the last 2 beats or 3 beats, the same shape but half step up, yeah? So instead doing in A sharp. I create that bridge to land in D, yeah? In D blues, yeah? Again. A. Yeah, so again. A sharp blues now, yeah? So that's it. That's, to me personally, the 2 ways to use diminish is this, you know. A, let's say A first, use diminished over dominant, same root, yeah, A seventh, A diminished. B, option B, is using A sharp before go to D, yeah, so we create that sound, that bridge, and we continue playing blues, yeah. So these are the 2 main, yeah. Michael, how are you? Mike, how are you, Mike? One of my students too. Miles and Mike, both are students. Miles he comes here to my studio in 1 hour and something at noon. Michael, he used to take online lessons with me. Yes. That's it for today. As I told you, that's the topic for today. We talk a little bit about guitars, strings, and scales and things. Yeah, and I hope this live streaming helps you to improve your diminished approach to the blues. Remember, you can find more info in my videos. Yeah, just search in my videos. You have the search bar if you want, yeah, inside my channel, and it's been a few years I'm uploading videos, so there's a lot of information there. If you have questions, you can send me an email. If you want to take lessons with me, send me an email, send me a message, and we just need to set up the lesson day and time. And remember to follow me in my Telegram channel. It's it's great, you know. As I told you, we can share information. You can chat with me. So it's great, you know. And you can support my work through PayPal if you want. Here in the description of this video, you have the link to my PayPal tip jar, yeah, or I don't know how to call it. Yes, Mike, how are you? Yeah, Sensei. He called me Sensei, and Miles calls me Yoda. So yes. Every Saturday, Mike, I'm here in the morning. I start at 10 a.m. For a few minutes, almost an hour now. So times fly. Yeah, coffee and yes. Here is my coffee. Look, my, you know, really Christmas coffee today. Yeah. So thank you very much. See you next week. Have a great week. Stay in touch. Yeah. Thank you very much.